Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a brand new video. Do you know that there was two popes? It was crazy and chaotic, and it was a huge mess. And the council that healed everything was the Second Lateran Council in 1139 AD. This is a story on how the Catholic Church restored unity, defended the papacy, and protected the priesthood at one of the darkest moments in its history. Why were there two popes? Before Lateran II, the church fell into a political nightmare called the Schism of 1130. So here's what really happened. Pope Honorius II dies in 1130. Time to elect a new pope. Except everything goes completely wrong. Rome had two rival factions, both powerful. The Purileone family, powerful bankers and politicians. Then we had the Francipiani family, ancient Roman nobles, rivals to the Purileone family. They hated each other. Both wanted control over the papacy. They held two elections. This is where it explodes. The Purileone faction elects Anacletus II, the antipope. The Frangipani faction elects Pope Innocent II, the true pope, confirmed by the bishops loyal to Rome. Both men were validly ordained bishops. They were respected, intelligent, and capable of being a pope. So this actually wasn't a heretic versus a true pope situation. This was politics, corrupting the election process. So Europe splits. This was a real church split. We had France, Germany, Saint Bernard of Clairvaux supported Pope Innocent II. Rome, the city, southern Italy, certain bishops supported Anacletus II. Even kings got involved. This was not a small debate. This was a war for the soul of the church. Anacletus dies, but the damage is already done. So when the antipope died in 1138, the schism didn't magically heal. The wounds were deep. Bishops ordained by an antipope, priests ordained by an antipope, dioceses divided, alliances shattered, trust broken. The church needed a massive healing, and this is why Lateran II was called. So what Lateran II actually did was it completely erased the antipope's shadow. Everyone ordained by Anacletus II, bishops, priests, deacons, was declared invalid. Why? Because an antipope cannot confer authority. Apostolic succession must be united with Rome. Unity is required for sacramental validity. This is one of the strongest historical proofs on the Catholic papal authority. It restored full unity to the worldwide church. Think of this council as the church saying, let's fix everything. No more rival lines. One pope, one church. It put the whole church back on the same page. It reformed the clergy very hardly. The council attacked simony, which was buying holy offices, clergy marriages, clergy acting as soldiers, bishops holding political weapons, worldly corruption, and that was damaging the faith. Why did they do this? Because the schism showed what happens when politics infect the clergy. Lateran II wanted priests who were holy, pure, obedient, focused on the sacraments. This was a spiritual reset button for the whole church. It strengthened the papacies permanently. After this disaster, the church realized, if we don't protect the papal election process, we will split again. Lateran II paved the way for Lateran III in 1179, which would create new rules to prevent future anti-popes. Lateran II didn't just fix a crisis, it made sure the crisis never happens again. Why Lateran II still matters today is because it proves the Pope maintains unity. Without Innocent II and the support of the universal church, the church would have torn it in half. This is Matthew 16 in action, and it shows apostolic succession is not automatic. A bishop outside communion with Rome cannot pass on valid authority. This is the Catholic theology, confirmed by history. It shows why the church protects the priesthood so carefully. Corruption almost destroyed the whole church. Lateran II fought to restore holiness. It shows how the Holy Spirit guides the church through crisis. The church nearly collapsed, but instead it purified itself. So the Second Lateran Council wasn't flashy like Nicaea. It didn't define major dogmas like Chalcedon, but it saved the church from tearing itself apart. It destroyed a schism. It healed the wounds and restored unity. It purified the priesthood and it strengthened the papacy. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I pray you have a blessed day. God bless.